In today's chaotic world, so much turmoil, wars, uncertainty, and constant noise, we all need a space to breathe, a moment to reconnect. For so many of us, daily life pulls us in different directions, leaving us longing for stillness. So out here, in this remote place, under a vast sky, I found my escape. This is the life I'm choosing to live. Tonight, I'm out here alone again. Just me, the stars and the wind. Surviving the night once again. Finding my peace in this wild place. I'm out here again on the way to a spot that I saw a few weeks ago when I was out here, and it looked like a nice open spot and it looked like a very cool place to camp. So I'm going to check that out and see if it's going to be possible to camp there for the night. It's super hot, and I know I sound like a broken record every time I come out, but I think it's about 40 degrees now, and the bush is quiet, and I feel alive. I feel isolated here, which is awesome, and I feel alone, which I am. And yeah, I'm gonna carry down this road here for a few kilometers, and then we're gonna try and find that spot that I saw a few weeks ago. And that spot is gonna be awesome because it is quite close to where the predators are, which I like. We're gonna have nice sounds, and the weather's gonna be excellent, hopefully. A few clouds in the sky, but not a breath of air. And then when it's quiet like this, we can hear lots of noises, but at the moment it's dead quiet, which is awesome. So I'm going to plan my route to go past that place where I built that shelter the first time I did it here. And it's in a dry riverbed, and obviously with the floods the water came down there and it probably washed it away, but it would be interesting to go back and check it out. So I'm going to plan my route so that I go by that spot and check it out. Yeah, it sounds like there was some buffalo in the bush here in the back. Yeah, I just heard them running. I just wanted to make sure they don't come this way. But I think we're good. They must have smelled me because the wind is blowing straight that way. It's definitely buffalo. The tracks go over the road here. See, they came out here and then moved across into the thickets there. This is where I used to go in to the camp spot there, but now it's like a permanent kind of pond. There are even fish in here. I see little fish swimming around. Yo, this used to be the road in, or the dry riverbed. Now it's like a wet riverbed. It's insane. Yeah, pretty cool. I guess we're gonna have to... There's a spider here. I guess we're gonna have to walk around. I would like to check out this spot. Not to camp, I want to go further down, but just how it looks now. Let's check it out. I'm gonna go around. I did not want to go through long grass because of ticks and maybe snakes, but most of the time they move away, mostly for ticks. But anyway, here we go. Yeah, this used to be the dry riverbed. Waterbuck tracks here. They must love it. Something crossed here just a couple of minutes ago. Yeah, look at all the small fish. And this is not even permanent water. I think it's bream, which would be nice. This is it. Yeah, so it didn't wash away. I want to know the guy who built this. I want to meet him. Yeah, the water didn't probably get up to here. But yeah, looks a bit different, hey? It can still be used probably. Patch it up a bit. See, these are all thorn trees, branches, but looks so different. Permanent water here now. Well, obviously not going to be permanent, but for now it is. This was sand, and that hyena came down this way. Yeah, the leopard crawled up that side. Yeah, pretty cool. But let's move on, and then I can get set up. These are all small fish. Yeah, lots of fish. You can actually smell it here. I'm surprised there aren't more herons, or well, there's none here. I don't think I chase them away, but just more opportunistic predators and also birds that's using this opportunity. There's some tracks here. Looks like jackal tracks right here. But yeah, maybe at night, who knows? Look how beautiful this is. And also the amount of game coming through here, buffalo, is a lot more than last time because of the water. Probably hippo as well. And obviously where there are lots of game, there are lots of predators. So in the heat of the day, they lie under the bushes. So we're just going to have to keep an eye out for them. I'm not going to lie, I'm very tempted to camp in this spot here. But let's check out the other place, then I'll make a call. But yeah, it would be awesome. Just a lot of animal movement, that's the only thing. But hey, it's exciting. But let's see. Yeah, this place smells like, almost like the ocean. You get the sand here, it's like beach sand, and you get the smell of fish, and also the heat and the humidity. It feels like I'm somewhere tropical on an island, alone. But instead, I'm here in the heart of the Lowveld, close to the Kruger National Park. How insane is that? See, this was the area that I was looking at. It's a very open. It looks totally different from where we just were. But yeah, very different, but quite cool. Hot, yeah. Away from that river, it's hot. Yeah, this is the place close to here where I had in mind to camp. But can I tell you something? What a place. All this heat is like just rising from the bottom here as it's reflecting. It is so hot here. It's unbelievable. I can't even explain it. It's like an oven. But let's go to the exact spot and we can make a decision. But obviously I won't be able to set up camp now. It's just too hot. Got some shade here later. Yeah, pretty cool. I like the look of this place. Also under this umbrella thorn tree here. Wow, this doesn't look more Africa. Can it look more Africa than this, eh? Wow, look at this. This is so Africa, right here. Oh man, I like this spot, eh? I must say, what do you guys think? Look at this. Some semi-decomposed zebra dung that I can put my camera on so that it's nice and soft underneath. Here's some more. So I've put in my stuff down here and yeah, I'm just gonna scout around to see if I can find a better place, but I don't really want to go too far. I would set up camp here now if I'm choosing this spot, and it will be obviously in the shade here. I mean, just look at it. That is Africa in one picture right there. All it needs is a tent right there. So let's start. Let's pitch the tent. At least that's done then. And then, yeah, we can have some time to do other activities. So people have died obviously quite a lot exploring Africa. And yeah, just because it's harsh. Look at this place here. And often you would think people die of attack by an elephant or a lion or hippo, which they do. But I think what happened a lot of times in history is where people just simply run out of water. And it must be a horrible death, because imagine being out here and there's no water nearby and no one here to help you. Yeah, you can imagine someone just being propped up against that tree, like my bag is there, and just there's no way out, just facing his destiny. So yeah, I often think about that, like, you know, when you come out here, number one thing when you come out, especially in summer here, when it's hot, is water. You won't last long without water, especially when it's 40 out like today. So the best thing to do now is, obviously, if you're in a survival situation, is not to do activities like I'm doing now. I've got water, so I can do it. But 10 liters goes like this, yeah, because you just sweat it out. The last build I did with the tree platform, I drank 7 to 8 liters. So, and I didn't pee once. And I didn't feel great that night. So, and it took a lot out of me. I had cramps that night. So, just a thing to keep in mind. Water, very important. Anyway, let me start pitching that tent and get it up and going right here. All right, so I am done. Let's check it out. Look at that. Absolute luxury. And those who follow me, you'll know that my last couple of trips have been quite rough. Sometimes it looks nice, but let me tell you what, it takes it out of me. So this trip I thought, no. Me, bring tent. Big Chief this time. I'm gonna just have a nice night tonight. I'm not gonna say it's not gonna be exciting, but at least I'm gonna be in my tent here, and you know it's like super bulletproof. I mean, this tent is so big, nothing can get through this. So yeah, there's one more thing to do though. Maybe later in the day, I'll have some time to just relax here. Wow, look at this. It's dead quiet. Not a sound. I'm lying in a hammock in the African bush. Dead silence. All I can hear is the emerald spotted dove, wood dove in the background. What a beautiful noise or sound. This is so nice because ticks can't get you, snakes can't get you. Well, they can if they want to, but probably not. Away from insects, spiders. Yeah, maybe I should build a shelter like this the one time with the hammock in the middle, and I can just sleep here. It's very comfortable. Okay, so I need to get back to work. My camp is set up, but I'm going to need some firewood for tonight, and so we can sit a bit by the fire. I still need to make food. I brought some meat. And yeah, let me get some firewood, and then we can see from there. Very happy. Okay, so I think I'm done with the firewood. The sun is absolutely brutal out here. As soon as I step out here, it is just, I can't explain, it's like being in an oven. But this campsite, I'm so excited about this, it's unbelievable. It's like perfect. I've got wood now. It took me literally a few minutes. I've got my hammock set up there. My tent is ready here. I've got this beautiful tree. Absolutely stunning. But yeah, what a day. And I am excited. Tonight is going to be electric, of course. The nights here are just, whoa, just amazing. I grabbed the lighter this morning, and it's empty. So I think while we're at it, this is a perfect opportunity. I have done a video on this before, but I can show you how to make a fire with an empty lighter. So yeah, let's do it. Obviously it's easier for me to say because this is a very dry area, but things aren't as dry as they're supposed to be. So first thing, I need to get dry grass. I'm going to look around a bit. The drier the better. There's some here under this tree, yeah. And also we have to be careful under this thorn tree here because of thorns. Yeah, this is very dry. This is going to work. So this grass seems very dry. And you know the story, the old saying, if you say I have 4 hours or 6 hours to cut down a tree, spend the first 4 hours sharpening your axe. And that's what we have to do here. We have to prepare pretty good, and makes our job a lot easier. So there's the dry grass. Then I want to get fine wood. Like this is perfect here. We are lucky because there's a lot of this out here. So also you want something from thin to, you know, quite a bit thicker. So I am going to get a little bit here, a little bit more, and then we can sort it out accordingly. So yeah, you start with the grass, then very, you know, fine twigs, and then you go up to thicker twigs, and then you go up to the branches. So yeah, sort out a little bit of logistics here. So twigs, small twigs I'm going to put here so that we can rapid fire when things starts happening. And obviously if you are in a wet area, obviously, you know, there are probably videos on that. I don't know, it's a lot harder to make fire obviously. But I think this will be good. This, I've got a few here, these are very thin over here. I'm going to put them aside for rapid fire. Things are really starting to get quiet now, which is cool. There's my very thin branches, twigs rather. You're going to need a platform to work off. I've used a branch before, I've used a fat piece of like paper before, but now since I've got tin foil, I'm putting it on the ground there, and then you're going to need a knife. Okay, so what you want to do is, and by the way, the tin foil's got nothing to do with the fire, this is just a platform to work off. But then you're going to take your knife and you're going to strip down this plastic. It's a bit annoying to work with because it creates static electricity, so it's a bit of a mess sometimes. You lose a lot of material, but you do this until you have enough. I think that amount should do it. So what this basically does is, once you got the fuel in there and it makes a fire, the plastic just gives you enough time to put extra material on there to make a flame. So what you do then is, you take your lighter and you rub it up and down, so that that flint that touches that roller will release a powder, and it's grey. So you go up and down, not too fast, just fast enough so that you know, it releases that powder. If you go too fast, it will burn that off. So we're just going up and down until there's enough of that material lying on top of that plastic. I've spent quite a bit of time, and there's a lot of that, you know, like grey material between that plastic there. You know, your grass, you have it close by. Seems like there's some wind rolling in. I'm going to attempt it because of this wind. It seems to be getting worse. So what you do then is you just make a spark over that material. See, and then you have to wait, and sometimes it looks there's no flame, See, and then it ignites, and then you need to put your kindling on. Oh, I might have put too much on here. But you have to be careful. See, there it's going. There we go. Okay, I nearly screwed it up. So I'm not gonna lie, it's not an easy thing. I was busy for probably about half an hour now because of that wind. I usually take about 15 minutes to 20 minutes because I take my time with getting enough of that material on there. But I'm not gonna lie, it's not easy. You need to practice it if you want to do it. Don't try it the first time out in the field if you desperately need a fire, because you're probably going to learn a lot. I also did the first few times I did this. But nevertheless, we've got fire. It's an absolute beautiful sunset, and yeah, quite unique skies right there. So as the sun is setting there behind us, it's getting dark. I think it's a good time to cook up a meal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do what I usually do. I bought some tin foil and I'm going to put it on the fire. Nice and easy and delicious. So let's prepare it. I'm putting it out here, this tin foil. It's so windy tonight. Yeah, it's a bit harder to work with things, I must say. Very unusual night. And this chuck I harvested myself from the butchery. And just want to give it a sniff test because it was quite hot today. Yep. It's so yeah, it seems alright. And nothing fancy. I just put it in a bundle here. It's already spiced, just like it is, harvested from the butchery. And close it up like this. Give it a bit of extra tin foil. By the way, I also take this back with me. And then close it up. And then it goes flying into the fire. Voila, that's it. So I'm gonna wait for that to cook through. I was kind of hoping for a quiet night, but now it's very windy. I can hear the fiery nightjar, but you probably won't be able to hear it with this wind. But hopefully it settles down later. It does give a different atmosphere though, and the nice thing is it keeps mosquitoes away. So that's the beauty of it. But I like it when it's quiet. I guess I also like this. I mean, you can never complain. You take what nature gives you. But I would have loved to hear the lions, hyenas. Well, if they're going to be close, we're still going to hear them. But it also makes you very aware of your senses because, you know, you can't hear things approaching you. So you keep on looking over your shoulder. But who knows, maybe it goes quiet. One thing about the African night is just amazing. The sounds, the atmosphere, you know, the possibility uncertainty. It's all there. One thing I still want to do, if this channel grows more, I'll do more and more adventures further away from civilization. And yeah, I would love to go up to different countries in very remote areas and see what it's all about. And yeah, I think that would be awesome. I love the solitude. I love it when it's like when you're the only one out there, that feeling. You know, I think it's good for us because out here, there's no, nature doesn't care if you're entitled about something, if you think you're someone, it doesn't care. So whether you are a president of a country or if you're a normal citizen, nature, if you're out here, it doesn't care. It doesn't know. It's absolutely irrelevant. It's just the structures in society that we created, that there's a hierarchy. But out here, it's just how fit you are, what you know, and how strong you are. And truly, yeah, only the strong survive. That is that's a sobering thought. In the 1800s in this area, your life expectancy here was between 35 years and 40 years old. So that leopard that we usually hear, it walks up this dry river bed at night. It hunts here, and yeah, usually I'm not too worried about leopards, but this area is very different. They used to human interaction here. There's a lot of game viewing safaris in this area. They get used to humans. Obviously they're on vehicles, so they're safe, but when you're on foot, it's a different story. So yeah, I just keep a lookout for leopard as well. Okay, let's see what's happening here. Let's see if I'm gonna have another job or as a chef, or if I'm gonna get fired. It's very hot. That's perfect. Okay, I think I've got another job. I'm gonna become a chef. Maybe I should rather taste it before I'm such a big mouth. I'm gonna put some more wood on this fire, change the atmosphere a bit. It's a bit dark for my liking now. And then we can eat. All right, so yeah, moment of truth again. I'm gonna give it a taste. This is very good. Very, very good. So I'm lying on the hammock a little bit. What an epic experience. There's the fire. And yeah, pretty cool, I must say. I'm under this umbrella thorn here. What a lucky evening. It is windy, pretty windy, but still pretty cool. And yeah, enjoying it. I'm just gonna lie a little bit in the hammock here, and I'm dreaming of ideas, maybe stuff to do in the future, like maybe sleeping in a hammock. But I don't know, is it safe? Probably not. But you can always try and make it safer. You know, you can make like a barrier, or you can build it high and then build a safety structure just below you or something. But yeah, that will be pretty cool. I'll think a bit, and then yeah, maybe do it in the near future, because it's pretty comfortable, I must admit. So I decided to come and sit a bit by the fire here. The wind, every now and again, it just dies down completely. It's a lot calmer than it was. It's still there. I can hear it coming now again, but it's a lot calmer than it was. Okay, so I'm in bed, and yeah, I'm gonna call it a day, and it's been awesome. But I'm out. Good night. Morning, guys. It's been a pretty rough night. The wind was blowing hectic. You know, all these flaps on these tents went, and didn't sleep much, but we are alive, and it's a beautiful morning. What a beautiful morning it is. We've got the grey-headed bushshrike in the back here. Lovely morning sounds, and yeah, the day is about to get started. So I am on my way back to my vehicle, which is a few kilometers away. I've got all my bags packed, and just want to say it has been an amazing day yesterday. Last night was windy, didn't sleep much, but hey, we're alive and we wake up to see this beautiful morning. But I just want to say thank you for watching. I really appreciate the support. It's been amazing, and we'll see you guys soon. Have kindness and peace in your heart. And if you can't find it, maybe you should come out here and look for it. But until then, we'll see you later.